Hey, Glow Getters. How's everybody doing? You picked blue? Good choice, Bonnie. Good choice. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hey, Rachel. How are you guys doing? Oh, I'm sitting on a very high chair and I don't like it. But it's fine because I'm here and so are you. And I'm happy to see you. Thank you, Rhonda. How are you feeling? How are you doing, lady? Thank you, Bonnie. How's your recovery going, Rhonda? Well, that's good, Rachel. I'm glad your feet didn't freeze. But it's a really good grounding exercise to go barefoot either in the dirt or in the water. Because you said you were going to the river. That's what made me think of that. That's why I said just put your feet in the water, say a prayer of thanks, and a prayer for grounding. It should help. Hopefully it helps. You figure another couple of weeks. Okay, Rhonda. Okay. So much sand. Yes. Yes. I need to go to the water too, I think. I'll probably go this week. I'm off work all next week, this coming week, I guess. So, I think I might take a trip to the beach. Do a little grounding. I got to check when the full moon is. Then I feel like it's coming up soon. So, yeah, so I think I need to do another releasing ceremony at the water. Write down all of my things I want to release, which I did last night. I got beach and vodka. I would, Bonnie, but I don't know, man. This fairy situation, I'm not about it. We just passed the first quarter. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I mean, the first quarter is usually just after, like it's about between 6 and 8 days. So the full moon and the new moon are usually about 12 to 16 days apart, depending. So, I feel like I'll get to the beach on the full moon day because I don't go back to work until the 2nd of December, I believe, whatever that Wednesday is. But I know, Bon, I know. I will get there, I promise. I can't promise this week, but I will get there. And we'll do all kinds of ceremonies on the beach, you and me. So how's everybody's weekend going? How was your week last week? Mine was good. Mine was good. Getting a lot of things done, which is nice. Being productive, I like it. I know. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. I keep moving this incense because it keeps switching and blowing in my face. I guess they're telling me I need the smoke. All right, then. Come on. Burning me some dragon's blood for protection. There we go. Now it's blowing the other way. Yes, I know. Rhonda, I think you asked me about the About the stones, I will lift up each stack. I think you guys like seeing them. So stack number 1, which is the stack on the left, is yellow. The yellow stone. And let me tell you, so I'll tell you a little bit about my process. In the morning, on Sunday mornings, I wake up, I meditate, I light my candles and my incense, and I sort of channel the cards. I shuffle them and wait for them to fall, but you know, I get really deep into my meditation, get really deep into channeling spirit, and I let them tell me what cards to use, what decks to use, and also which card goes in which stack. So I did my thing this morning, and so as you guys see in the picture when I post it, I have 3 candle holders that, you know, I put each stack in front of one candle and let them go until they burn out. Kind of my way of, I don't know, I guess you could say blessing the stacks, blessing the messages, asking spirit to, you know, to stay with these messages and to bring anybody to the live who needs to hear them. You know, it's all very intentional. And in each of my candles, so this is the one that I have for the yellow. This is always on the left side. As you can see, it's very small. It's not a very big candle holder, and I use tea lights in them. And I'm telling you guys, these tea lights, they burn for maybe 2.5, 3 hours, maybe 3.5, I guess. This one, this yellow, this one in this candle literally stayed burning the entire day. It burned out just about a half an hour, about 40 minutes ago now, is when the candle that I lit this morning at what, 10:30, it burned out at 7. So this candle, well, it's not this one. It did finally burn out, and I relit it for the messages tonight. But the original candle, the first candle that I lit here, stayed burning for, what is that? Like 9 hours. So I'm taking it as somebody definitely needs this message, and spirit wanted to make sure that they were all up in this message for the yellow stone for tonight's live. So anyway, going back to this, so yes, the left stack number 1 is the yellow stone. The middle stack number 2 is the green stone. And then stack number 3 is the blue stone. All right. So if you guys are ready, because I'm ready, let's read these messages. I'm excited to see what's in, well, I've kind of seen them already, but I'm excited to see if this resonates with anybody or who it resonates for. So we're doing stack number 1, the yellow stone. And let's have a look, shall we? Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, card number 1 is New Moon in Cancer. And Cancer is a water sign, and it's very emotional. And a new moon in Cancer, the moon is very emotional as well. It's actually home. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Its home planet is sorry, I guess the moon's home zodiac is Cancer as well as Taurus. But yeah, emotional. And this card says, you and your loved ones are safe. And what this card makes me think and feel is that there's a new start coming. It's kind of making, what I'm hearing is out with the old, in with the new. So I don't know if some of you are feeling emotionally tied to things. But it's time to sort of withdraw. And I say that because one of the other cards in this stack is emotional withdrawal. And as you can see, it's a person. It's funny, Rachel, we were talking about the beach, and Bonnie, talking about the beach. This guy's sitting on the beach. He's let go of everything, all the outside influence. He's just sitting there by himself, being one with nature, being one with water and the sand, praying, praying for guidance, praying for release, praying for peace and balance. So it's time with this new moon in Cancer card. It is time. It's a new start. It's a new start with people. It could be with places. I feel like maybe somebody is considering a move, because I just heard moving house. Somebody could be considering a move. Whatever it is that you're considering in terms of shifting, it's a good time. And the universe is saying yes. It is going to be an emotional time, which is why we have this emotional withdrawal card. Get our feelings in check, get our emotions in check. I also feel like this is a message to take care of yourself, to nurture yourself. A little bit of self-care is what's needed here. Take a nice bath with some candles. Just take a nap even. Sometimes just a nap is good self-care. So it's time to start going within a little bit. It's okay. We're only on stack 1. It's time to start going within a little bit. Clearing out some of those emotional ties, some of these the emotional baggage that we're carrying around. Really take care of ourselves, because dun, 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 we have Treasure Island. And Treasure Island is about like manifesting, doing the work and getting yourself to that place that you want to be at. And it can be financial things. It can be material things. It can be just, again, moving house, moving on up to the east side, as they say. We have the roadmap. We have the treasure map. We just have to learn to interpret it, to find those clues and get to that pot of gold at the end. Get to the treasure. But I think part of that is, again, to withdraw emotionally from some of the things that hold us back and tie us down. I also think it's a lot to do with logic. Our logic says you can't want a castle in the middle of the city. Well, why the hell not? Why can't I want that? Why can't I go after that? We're on stack number 1. Why can't I dream big? So we have to just go for it. You know what I mean? But we have to let go of some of those, it's again, that inner critic, those inner thoughts, those limiting beliefs that say we can't do something. Yes, the hell we can. We need to stop using that vocabulary. I can't, I won't, I don't, I shouldn't, I wouldn't, I couldn't. Make it be I am, I do, I have. Yes, stack number 1, the yellow stack. That's what that's those limiting beliefs. We have to switch. It has to start internal, which I think is why this self-care was coming up. Self-care can also be about just speaking positivity to yourself, your own dreams and wishes, and just how you talk to yourself. Saying things like I can't, I shouldn't, I wouldn't. We have to stop that. We have to say, yes, I can. I am doing this. I have done that. I have everything I need. I am receiving blessings all the time. We have to, exactly, Rachel, we have to change the narrative. That's all part of self-care. And then we end up getting these new beginnings that are coming to us. You know, we can get out of the emotional highs and lows a lot more quickly and see the blessings in everything. I always say the blessing in every lesson, or the lesson in every blessing, but we get to those a lot quicker when we change our inner narrative and believe that, yes, I can. So this yellow stack is all about moving forward and chase the dreams, man. Chase the dreams. But yeah, that's stack number 1. That's the yellow stack. And I think we all, it's probably why this candle wouldn't stay burning, or stayed burning all day long, because this is something I think we all need to, whether or not we chose this stack or not, this is something we absolutely, all of us, need to hear. Let go, let flow, and chase that dream. Chase it. Don't be afraid of it. All right, so that was stack number 1, the yellow stack. Been telling myself to change my self-narrative. Yes, Rachel. Yep. Yeah, yeah, it does sound like a collective pile for sure. Brittany, I'm feeling away right now. What, away? What are you feeling? Speak on it. Letting go. Yes, Bonnie. Yes, letting go. Let it go. Let go. And this Treasure Island card, you guys, this is, you know, this, yes, it's about doing the work and navigating the map, but this is also about the law of attraction. Like this turtle, remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? Like I always think about that when I see this turtle, right? And we know turtles, not so much fast, right? Not so much known for their athletic prowess. But this turtle is 100% in the moment. This turtle knows that he or she is going to reach the destination, and completely confident that this stack of gold, this treasure box of gold, isn't going anywhere. Not going anywhere, right? So he's manifesting his abundance. He manifested that. And he went and found it, and now he's taking it back to where he comes from. He brought that in. It's the law of attraction. Speak it, and it will be. You know what I'm saying? What stack did I pick? Well, I mean, I was very drawn to the yellow stack, and I think I told you that earlier because I was telling, that's my sister for anybody who doesn't know, but I was telling her about the candle not burning out for like 9 hours. And I said, I think I'm supposed to pick that stack. And I didn't get a chance to respond, but she said, well, that's not fair. You already know the cards. Just so you guys know, I don't read the cards until about 5 minutes before I come on live. So they sit here face down all day with the candles, all that stuff. I don't know nothing about nothing. So actually, at the time I told you I was picking the yellow, I didn't know what the message was. But typically I don't actually pick a stack because I feel like all the messages are for me because I'm just that important. Just kidding. But yes, I am also wearing a yellow shirt, not intentional. I literally just was like, I'm bored with what I wear on Sundays when I'm relaxing and doing my own thing. So I thought I'd dull it up today. Anyways, slow and steady wins. Yes, slow and steady wins the race. And confident, right? That turtle in that story, the tortoise, was always confident. He was like, I know my pace. I know my place. I'm going to stay in my lane. And all I see in front of me is the finish line. That's it. I don't care what this hare is doing, taunting me, running ahead, running circles around me. I don't care. I don't care. I've got one goal in mind, and it's forward motion. It's crossing that finish line. Whether I'm first or last doesn't matter, right? That's that law of attraction. He spoke that into existence. He then spoke into his own existence, winning the damn race because the hare got cocky. But exactly, slow and steady will win the race. It's just you don't always have someone that you're racing against. It's just you, and that's okay too. All right. We are on stack number 2. Green stone. The beetle, butterfly, bumblebee, whatever the hell he is. Green stone, center stack. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Whoa. I don't know who picked stack number 2, the green stone, but guess what? You're gonna love this because I love it. Okay, so we have new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is about rebirth. The sign of Scorpio is about death and rebirth. Yeah, well, you're gonna like this. I'm looking at it as rebirth for sure, especially when I see what's coming up next. This one says work through your fears. This is also about letting go. I feel like the message overall is let go this week. We need to release some stuff. For stack number 2, for the green stone, this is about letting go of things like jealousy, obsessive behavior, grudges, like all that stuff that weighs us down and it pits us against each other. Be the tortoise, man. Be the tortoise. Don't care what the hare is doing. Not interested. I got my own shit over here. That's what I'm about. Excuse me. And if we do that, guess what? Guess what? We get accelerated motion. Huh? We were talking about slow and steady wins the race, but when we let go of all those things that hold us back, we become turbo. And we move forward at an accelerated pace. Like she's wishing on stars and stuff, and those mountains all of a sudden seem a hell of a lot closer than they were before she looked at them stars. Because in that star, she let it go. And again, she's by herself. She's not worried about anybody else. She's not worried who's with her, who's coming up behind her, who's running alongside her, who's in front. She doesn't care. She's looking up at the star to guide her, and she's moving forward. This is also a number 8. The number 8 is about abundance and infinity, an infinite abundance. I'm not saying, but I'm saying, right? Let go of jealousy, grudges, comparing ourselves to one another. The shadow, our shadow selves. Flip that coin. Flip that coin, right? Every coin has a face and an ass. Which end do you want to be? Which end do you want to live in? The ass end or the face end? I'm picking face, which means we need to do some shadow work. We need to look at the ass end and turn it into a face. I know that sounds weird, but I think you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? And the shadow isn't always bad. It's just the parts of ourselves that are repressed maybe, or the parts that we deny ourselves. Again, that logic, you shouldn't be that way. You can't think like that. Those are repression. That's repression, oppression even to some people, right? So we need to turn that around. That's the positive speak. The positive narrative, changing that. And then we get forward motion, right? We get accelerated movement forward. We get all good things. I mean, a starry night with brightness and, I don't even know that doesn't even look like a star to me. That looks like, I don't know. I don't even know what that looks like. Like a porthole into the universe. This is what we see, these stars in the sky and all that. It's all pretty. We all get mesmerized by it, but it's like there's something beyond that. And if we continue what we're doing, this work that we're doing, it's a forward motion to get to there. Forward motion, I was right. To get to that. You know what? At this point, I say it can be any damn thing you want it to be. You want it to be a comet? Great. You want it to be a glowing moon? Sure. You want it to be a porthole into heaven, but not like meaning death, just meaning you're connected and you're divinely guided? I'll take it. So, do some release work. You get to forward motion, and guess where you end up? Blessed. Yes, honey, blessed is where you end up. So all this work that you're doing to release your shadow, to release fear and judgment and grudges and jealousy and obsession and all this stuff, you get blessed in the end. Well, it's not even the end. You get blessed when you achieve that. Blessed. This card, for me, is one of the most positive cards in this deck. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that. You can't ask for anything more than being completely blessed by God, the universe, whatever you believe in. A blessing is a blessing, and I'll take it whatever way it comes. That's a good stack. That's a good message. I hope that's resonating with you guys, because I'm definitely feeling it. Green stack, man, you guys are on the right track. The right track. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm loving it. All right. Now we have stack number 3, which is the blue stack, the eagle. Let's see what we got. You know what? Hang on. You guys want to know something crazy? In all 3 stacks, we got new moon cards. This is the new moon in Taurus, which I think I mentioned earlier. And this one, this is a pretty great stack too. Oh my. All right, let me just slow down. So we got new moon in Taurus. New moon in Taurus is about doubting our self-worth. It's about getting clear on what our values actually are and not just blindly going through life. Going through the motions is what I'm hearing. Going through the motions. And that all ties back to our self-worth. What we actually value about ourselves and the value that we hold on ourselves. If we doubt it, if we doubt what we're worth, we're not going to look for anything more. We're not going to expect or demand anything more from other people or ourselves, right? So we need, stack number 3, we need to let go of that belief that we're not valuable, because we are. And you know what? You can absolutely have what you want. I think that is the recurring theme for this week, is that what you want can be yours. You've got to put in the work, for sure, but it can be yours. So, time to stop doubting our self-worth. Get clear on our values. And because this card says prosperity lies ahead, I feel like we got to get our finances in order. Maybe get a financial plan together for the next year. Keep track of where we're spending money, where we're spending money frivolously versus spending money necessarily. You guys know what I mean though, right? Where it's necessary, we got to spend money. We got to pay our bills. We got to buy groceries. We got to buy clothes and all the rest of it. But do we need to buy clothes every paycheck? Probably not. Things like that. So be aware of where we're spending our money unnecessarily and tighten that in, because we need to, here's the thing. Our relationship with money, like spiritually, energetically, is very much the same as our relationship with love. So for some people, they are wanting to make advances in love. or some people are wanting to make advances in money. But if one or the other is imbalanced, if our energy, if our vibration is not balanced on either one of those, then neither one of them is going to work. We're not going to get what we want. We're not going to manifest what we need because the other is in balance. And once we learn how to balance our energy and our vibrations towards one of them, the other usually follows quite quickly afterwards. So for those of you who are, like I said, looking for love or looking to improve your finances, maybe you're not looking for love, but you're looking to improve the relationship that you're in, and you're wondering why you're also not being financially abundant, that's the answer. Is that your energy towards love or towards money is off, and you need to get that right. So this card is a good card though, because again, new moons, all about new beginnings, and Taurus, definitely the more financial type of sign, I guess you could say. So when the two work together, it's nothing but good. It's nothing but good. So time to tighten those belts, if you will, and release that self-worth. Yes. Self-worth is huge. There are a few people that I am working with, and that seems to be the core issue, is self-worth. And it's a tough one because it's a limiting belief that a lot of us pick up as children, young children. Many of us pick it up in a previous life. And that's where it's very challenging, because we don't know that we don't know it, because we don't know anything about previous lives and the baggage that we can carry into this lifetime. Our souls never die. We just transfer into different beings. Some of us animals, some of us other people, whatever it is. And so because the soul never dies, it holds on to energy. It holds on to energy, and we carry it into the next life and the next life and the next life. And so a lot of the times this self-worth is something that we've picked up in another life, or a lack of self-worth is what we've picked up in another life. And in this life, we are triggered. Something happens. It doesn't have to be a major trauma. It can be traumatic because of the trigger that it's set off, but it's not a major trauma. Like when we think about childhood trauma, we think about the worst of the worst. It doesn't have to be that. It can simply be somebody saying something that just makes you feel a certain kind of way. And there goes your self-worth. And we carry that on into adulthood, and then we wonder why we're not manifesting the lives that we want to manifest. So group number 3, blue stone, right stack, however you want to say it. There is a blessing coming. There is prosperity coming, but there's still some work to do. And it's going to start with that inner work of releasing your lack of self-worth. Hard thing to do, but it can be done. And it's funny, I was going off about love, and we got harmony. In a traditional tarot deck, this card is the Lovers. And for me, usually when the Lover card comes out, this is soulmate energy. This is meant to be. So, as I was saying with the energies of love and money, the energies being very similar in love and money, prosperity is going to bring the Lovers, bring the soulmate, or the soulmate is going to bring the prosperity. Either way, these two things are happening for you guys. And that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. And then to tie that all up in a very pretty bow, we have co-create, partnership, which, I mean, right? Soulmate, partnership. You get where I'm going with this. But that partnership can bring about this prosperity as well, right? We have to be conscious of what we are willing to receive as well. This is a big thing, you guys, especially when I talked before about shadow work. You know, those parts of ourselves that we, that we repress. And sometimes that, again, that has to do with past life trauma, early childhood traumas, triggers, all the rest of it. But the self-worth, part of that self-worth is being open to receive. Some of us don't believe that we deserve it. Some of us find it very hard to ask for help, right here, and then accept help when it comes, right here. And that's all part of that. That's all part of that self-worth, that self-doubt. It's all part of it, and it's all work that we have to do to open up the doors, whether it's love that we're looking for or money or a little bit of both, right? It's the work we have to do. We have to flip that coin of self-worth and turn it into confidence. And if there's one thing that I'm learning on this journey, you guys, it's that when you release these, for lack of a better term, I'm going to say negative. It's not always negative, but when we release some of these things that need to be released because they're no longer serving us, we have to make sure that we replace that space within our energy with the opposite, with the good. So when we release self-worth or a lack of self-worth, we replace it with self-love. We replace it with confidence. We replace it with the willingness to receive. Because if we leave an open space, the universe doesn't know what we want to do with it. And so they're going to pile it with other stuff, and maybe we're not ready for that. Maybe that's not for us. Maybe that's not what we're going for. You know what I'm saying? So when we do this release work, make sure that you're replacing it. It's release and replace. Release and replace. Okay? But that is the message for you, lovely, lovely people this week. I think there's some really great messages. All three stacks are about new beginnings. And I honestly feel like we're it's that forward motion feeling again, where we're moving towards bigger and better. I know I am. And I really, really, really hope and pray that you guys are with me, you know, and that we can all see each other at that other side of this struggle and this sacrifice and this period of hardship that we've been in for so long, you know. Excuse me, but I'm not predicting the future here, you guys. I'm telling you the possibilities, how I see them, how Spirit is showing it to me. But, you know, I hope. Don't get another karmic cycle thrown in where you could have had abundance. Exactly, Rachel. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say. Karmic cycles happen real quick. Because again, Spirit doesn't know what you want to do with that empty space. So they're like, oh, empty space? All right, let's clear another karmic situation. Or let's throw another karmic situation at them. Because they got open space. So obviously, they don't care what goes in there. That's really the message, right? That's really the message that Spirit has, is that if you don't replace what you've removed and released, that you don't care what happens to that space. So we have to replace it. We have to fill it with the good stuff so that we continue to receive blessings in abundance, and we don't attract another karmic lesson, or as Rachel said, a karmic cycle. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Rhonda. Amen. Amen is right. Yes, see you on the flip side, yo. I want to see you guys on the flip side. I really do. I truly do. I'm finna get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm going. So, you want to come along? You coming? Who's coming? We just got to do the work. We got to do the work. But that is the message for the week, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the new people that have come and checked it out and visited us. I hope you come back. Please make sure you turn on your notifications. I go live every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm still working on website and YouTube channel for the podcast. So I'm hoping that I will be able to announce that very, very soon. And like I said, I am open for business basically all week this week. I'm not working my regular job, so I'm not going to change the appointment bookings on the page just because it's kind of a hassle. So please reach out if you want to book a private session with me. My prices are on the services tab on the page. Definitely reach out. I would love to hear from any and all of you. Thank you, Rhonda. I hope you have an awesome week too. I hope you're healing well. I'm going to send you some Reiki to help with that. But yeah, that is what I have for you. So I'm going to sign off and say good night. I hope you guys have an amazing week. I hope you guys stay well and be well on your journeys. And I will see you all next week. I love you.